I'm fine either way.
Okay, so this could be your introduction. You start by introducing your topic. Friendship is difficult during a pandemic. Then you say the first reason is, and you state your first reason. The second reason is, then you state your second reason. The third reason is, then you state your third reason. Then you give a conclusion sentence to your introduction. Being in a pandemic is hard on friendships. Now you do the first reason. Friendships are hard to have during, and then we just kind of change it up a little bit. During COVID is, and then there is no way to see each other. And then we did that one. That was it, right? Okay, so we already did the first paragraph. Then the second paragraph is going to be about they might make family decisions. So let's pretend like we wrote everything that we wrote here, and now we're on the second reason. So you're going to say introduce that you're talking about your second reason. The second reason, it is hard to have friendships, is your friends' parents might make family decisions. And then what was your example, honey? My friend. What was her name or his name?
Hannah.
My friend Hannah.
No, it's Sienna.
Oh, Sienna. Sorry. Okay, tell me what happened.
It's kind of just a part in the middle. For example, one day when I was at Sienna's house, we were eating lunch, and her mom told her to come to the computer. She asked if she liked this house and pointed at the screen. I was so confused and when I looked at Sienna's face, her expression was the same. I froze up, and suddenly I had so many questions pop into my head. And then I was going to write more.
Nice details, girl. Let me tell you this, Lila. I remember when you hated to read. I remember when you hated math. And I remember when you hated to write. And look at you doing all of them.
My favorite is to write, and then my favorite is to read, then it's write, then it's math. I still don't really like math that much. Well, I like some parts of math, but then some parts I don't.
And that's okay. You can have favorites, and there's some stuff that, I didn't like math until college. And then I had a really good situation where it all started making sense to me.
That's what my teacher said. She said that she didn't like math until she was in college.
Yep. And then I had a really, really bad teacher, and then I started hating math. But I made a best friend, and I was 21. She was my best friend for 25 years. She passed away, but up until then, we were best friends because of that math class. And look at what I teach. So obviously I like math again. So you never know. Okay, then, so you're going to write everything about Sienna's story, and then you're going to say the third reason, same thing, it's hard to have friendships is, and then you state your third reason, so you can't meet new people. What did you write for that, for the details?
I wrote another example because I had another good example for that
Good,
one.
so you would write that here, so can you tell me what that is?
For example, one time a new girl moved onto our street. Her name was Emma, but she told me to call her Em. So my mom planned a play date with her. She was a nice girl who had long brown hair and amber eyes. The problem was there was nothing to do. We had to stay 6 feet away, wear a mask, and we couldn't go inside. A few seconds later, we were totally bored. Then I had to go home, and we never talked again.
Awesome. I mean, not awesome that happened, but awesome details. Okay, then so you would write all that at the third reason, and then you would finish it up with it's hard to, and you can use different words, but you're going to say something. It's hard to meet new people during and you could do shelter in place, right? You can do something that changes up the language, but you're still kind of saying the same thing. Okay, now we're going to do our conclusion. So our conclusion is, did you write any part of the conclusion yet?
No, not yet.
So the pandemic makes friendships very tricky or something. You can use whatever word you want. So we already used hard, we used difficult. So what we can do is we can look into words, synonyms for, oops, beautiful. Synonyms for difficult. And then you can write tough, strenuous. I don't know if you're going to write strenuous. Harsh, tough. Yeah, probably tough is good.
My brother just came into the room, and he normally just annoys me in class. So, like, he'll walk into my room and then start punching my shoulder. But then when he realized I had my video on and I was unmuted, he just backed out and closed the door.
He goes, I can't have this be on recording. You could use troublesome. You could use can be a problem. Those are probably the ones. You can use challenging. I don't think you would use grueling or rigorous or harsh or arduous. No. So just pick whatever word you want. Now you're going to say the first reason is, and then you're going to rewrite your first reason, but you're going to say it in different words, same meaning. The second reason is, and then the third reason is, and then you can get a little fun. You can say, I can't wait for the pandemic to be over. This has been really hard on to have contact and play with my friends. Hopefully things will be back and I can resume my friendships or start my friendships again or something like that. Make sense?